Thai boxing has a long history dating back to the time of Phra Phansa, the founder of the town Utong. In the Sukhothai era, Muay Thai was one of 8 disciplines the men of the country had to master, while records dating to the time of King Naresuan state that should 2 people agree to fight using Muay Thai, if one of the fighters is injured or killed, it shall be considered that fighter's karma, and no punishment is to be meted out to the winner. Muay Thai, in addition to being one of the disciplines in the army, was also used as an entertainment for the king. The competitions also provided an opportunity for highly skilled boxers to be appointed as part of the king's personal bodyguard. With the introduction of modern weapons from the West in the Thonburi period, the importance and prevalence of the close quarters fighting skills of Muay Thai slowly dwindled, and the art became one mainly for entertainment purposes. The Chaya form of Muay Thai originated in Phum Rieng sub-district of Chaya district, Surat Thani province. An ex-soldier turned itinerant monk arrived in Chaya district and became an instructor for Muay Thai. The training and skills learned from this teacher were passed on from generation to generation. One of the students of the Chaya form of Muay Thai was Phaya Wachi Satyarak, who later became the ruler of Chaya district. It can be said that the success and popularity of Chaya style is due to this man. The popularity of Chaya Muay Thai continued to grow until the reign of King Rama VII, when political events also severely affected the importance and popularity of Muay Thai. Chaya Muay Thai remained in decline until 1946, when Master Phet Siyapai, the youngest child of Phaya Wachi Satyarak, combined other forms of Muay Thai into the Chaya form of Muay Thai. Chaya Muay Thai once again regained its popularity. Today, Master Plang Amonkrit Pramon is the chairman of the Chaya Muay Thai Foundation.
สิ่งที่เกิดขึ้นมันคือวัฒนธรรมไทยมันคือสิ่งที่เป็นการรวบรวมนะครับปรัชญาวิถีของไทยเนี่ยลูกหลานควรเรียนควรศึกษาไว้เพื่อให้สิ่งนี้ที่เป็นประวัติศาสตร์ที่สำคัญชิ้นนี้ยังดำรงคงอยู่กับคนไทยตลอดไป
Khorat style Muay Thai has a history nearly as long as the city itself. Several of the distinguishing features of Khorat style are the kick and wide arching punches, sometimes called Wiang Kwai. Boxers protect and defend themselves with their arms and as such would wind their fists and lower arms in rough thread as far as the elbows. Phra Hem Samahan, the ruler of Khorat during the reign of King Rama V, was very knowledgeable in the art of Muay Thai, and he opened several schools for the people of Khorat to learn Muay Thai. Bua Wat Gim was appointed corporal in the local artillery battalion and renamed Nai Bua. He was also given Nin Acha as a new family name by the king. Nai Bua was appointed physical education instructor at the military academy, and while serving there, wrote a manual on Khorat style Muay Thai. For his work, Nai Bua was given the rank of lieutenant.
แม่ไม้ท่าต่างๆที่ท่านสอนมาก็เยอะครับเยอะมากๆเลยครับการย่าง3 ขุนการจดมวยของแกการจดมวยการจดซ้ายจดขวาจดแกมีท่าหมดทุกอย่างเลยครับที่ผมเรียนมากับท่านมานี่ท่านสอนให้ผมมาแบบค่อนข้างจะมากที่สุดเลยนะฮะ
Samar Khan has been the home of an important fighting arts center for more than 1,300 years and was established by an ascetic named Sukha Thanta. Ropes were used to identify a field for the activity. Competitors would use thread dipped in oil or in wet flour and wind the hardened string around their hands. This later became known as Muay Khat Chuk. The boxers would wear a headband, considered blessed, and a cloth with charms tied around their upper arms throughout their bouts. The period between 1868 and 1944 was the peak period for Lopburi style Muay Thai. During the reign of King Rama V, when the king arranged for royal boxing to be practiced in all regional capitals. The practice of Muay Thai in all these areas was to teach as well as to establish contests and invigilate those contests. There are several well-known teachers who have helped to preserve the Lopburi style of Muay Thai. and one of those is ประดิษฐ์เล็กคง
มวยลพบุรีเป็นศิลปะการต่อสู้ประชิดตัวนะครับที่มีมาแต่โบราณสำหรับประโยชน์ของการตั้งศูนย์ของผมนะครับเพื่อเป็นการฝึกนักเรียนให้รู้จักการป้องกันตัวและช่วยเหลือผู้อื่นข้อที่2สมรรถภาพความแข็งแรงของร่างกายให้กับเด็กนักเรียนและผู้สนใจที่มาฝึกข้อที่3สร้างเสริมวัฒนธรรมไทยต่อไปครับ
Ta Sao boxing originates from Uttaradit province. Ta Sao has two distinct characteristics, namely 1. Agility and speed with violent moves. 2. A distinct Wai Kru ceremony, wherein the boxers must first pay the respects to Pa Isuan, who is considered the source of their Muay Thai skills. Boxers will also pray to the goddess of the earth, Pa Mathorani, before they enter the ring, which consists of the Ta Song Make and Thai Make steps. The moves in Ta Sao Muay Thai are quite beautiful and very efficient, with the kicks known as Tet Chien or Naka Sabat Han, where the boxer kicks partly with the shin and partly with the knee and driving the shin at the opponent's throat. The elbow is also a very powerful weapon for the boxer and can be swung into action very quickly, either as a swing to the side of the head or even as a pile driver. Although the moves are lethal, Ta Sao Muay Thai focuses more on speed and agility to avoid being hit. There was a tragedy when Jia Pratabong was killed by an elbow blow to the head. Subsequently, boxers were ordered to wear gloves instead of the hard ropes worn traditionally. Ta Sao Muay Thai had its origins in the late Ayutthaya period. One of the foremost boxers and teachers of the form was Pratya Pichai Daphak, who was one of King Taksin's best soldiers. Pratya Pichai's skills led to the form being called Pratya Pichai Daphak Muay. Today, Ta Sao is still an important form of Muay Thai and is still being taught as a traditional martial arts form in the province of its origin, Uttaradit.
โดยปกตินี่ความแตกต่างของแต่ละสายมวยนี่จะเห็นชัดจากการไหว้ครูจากการที่การใช้แม่ไม้และลูกไม้ทั้งหลายตรงนี้แหละที่ทำให้เอกลักษณ์ของมวยต่างๆไม่เหมือนกันและก็ทำให้การต่อยการเตะการถีบต่างๆเนี่ยของแต่ละสายเนี่ยจะมีคือดูท่าปุ๊บจะรู้เลยว่ามวยแต่ละสายนั้นไม่เหมือนกัน
การที่เราชกมวยไทยมานะครับแล้วก็เปลี่ยนไปชกมวยสากลสมัครเล่นจะช่วยให้เรามีความแข็งแกร่งนะครับมีความแข็งแรงแล้วก็มีประสบการณ์มากมายนะครับแล้วก็ไปเพิ่มเบสิกมวยสากลสมัครเล่นหน่อยเพราะว่าไปได้ครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ I love Muay Thai because it creates a sense of family between me and my teachers.
My name is Stelios. I come from Cyprus and I've been doing Muay Thai for 5 years. The reason I'm doing Muay Thai is because it's one of the best stand-up combat styles to do, and it's a great way to keep fit, both mentally and physically. I have been teaching for 1 year back in my country, and I'm here to do the instructor course, so when I go back I want to open my own gym and start training people.
ขณะนี้ทั่วโลกเนี่ยหันความมานิยมกันอย่างแพร่หลายเพราะฉะนั้นอยากจะให้คนไทยเราได้หันมาพัฒนาในเรื่องกีฬามวยไทยอย่างจริงจังเพราะว่าชื่อเสียงและอนาคตของประเทศชาติเนี่ยจะไปทั่วโลกอย่างแน่นอน
ขอเชิญผู้มีสิทธิ์ทุกท่านได้แก่นักมวยผู้ฝึกสอนผู้ตัดสินและหัวหน้าค่ายมวยมาขึ้นทะเบียนได้ที่สำนักงานคณะกรรมการกีฬามวยหรือศูนย์การกีฬาแห่งประเทศไทยทุกจังหวัดนะคะเพราะเป็นสิทธิ์ของท่านที่ท่านพึงจะรักษาเอาไว้การขึ้นทะเบียนไม่เสียค่าใช้จ่ายนะคะขอเชิญทุกท่านมาใช้สิทธิ์ได้เลยค่ะ
It is thanks to all the great masters that Muay Thai in all its different forms still exists today. Muay Thai is recognized as one of the most important martial arts by proponents from around the world. And we, as the owners of this invaluable national treasure, should be focused on its preservation.